This week on Hermitcraft, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. What, no one else but Joe has a daughter? Oh well.
I'd like to point out that this was her idea. She insisted on coming here to make a video with me, and this is all we got out of it.
Welcome to the Hermitcraft Recap. My name is Pixel Riffs, our writer is ZloyXP. We have 6 videos to talk about from 4 of the Hermits, and a lot of other people staring at Mojang, waiting for them to drop the next update. Yikes.
Blimey, is the update Aquatic taking a long time?
It's not helped that some Hermits will be attending the Too Many Games convention next week, and with the pre-releases of the update Aquatic already out, chances are Wells Knight, Python and Joe Hills won't be at their recording setups to witness it, which, as you can tell by his headshot on their website, Python is not happy about. He's not mad, he's just disappointed. All jokes aside, if you're going to Too Many Games, stay on the lookout for our Hermits. We, in the meantime, will be sitting here for once, wishing the update came out later rather than sooner. And with all that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week. Starting with Izumo, who recently started construction of an Oriental-inspired structure in a remote island in the ocean. Naturally, he calls upon the help of Master Builder Corrales in a fun way to combine their strengths. No, wait, that's Season 2. This time, Izumo is doing this alone, but you can still see the influence from so many years ago. This is far from Izumo's first Oriental-ish style build.
Some people saying you're wrong, it's Japanese architecture. Some other people saying you're wrong, it's Icelandic architecture. Here's the thing, peeps. I said that I was inspired by Chinese architecture. Inspired being a key word. Or better yet, should I say Oriental architecture. So from what I've seen of that type of building, from memory, this is kind of what I've put together.
And this week, he surrounds it with a zen garden that pink woolen trees grow in. This is what happens when you use actual live sheep as a fertilizer. Sadly, he might be sitting there meditating for quite a while, as he recently announced on Twitter, Izumo will be taking a break from his usual Minecraft content at least until that one Aquatic gets updated. Fair enough, we can all still get our fix of his content over on Twitch. For now, here he is trying to beat Python's score at his own boat obstacle course.
Oof, can we get moving quickly? Okay, I'm going to take that. I think that's probably not as bad as it looks. It might not actually be lava, it could be many things, but now I'm on fire. And dropping down here nice and swiftly will be good for our score. That was a perfect turn. Oh no! We've sort of landed slightly on the side of a block. And then, oh, my view is just getting totally messed up here.
False Symmetry might need a break too after the nether tunnel super dig she has put upon herself the other day. It turns out her desert patron coliseum is way out of reach of the common hub and obviously needs to not just be connected, but be decorated accordingly. Unfortunately, the local ghasts have a different opinion on the matter.
And yeah, I was building this and we had 4 ghasts on us, like, at the same time. It was craziness. I wasn't able to record, but I was just literally like flying around like this with my swords, ready to slice them like this. Oh, that failed. I also went in the lava like a noob. Yeah, I was doing that a whole bunch. And it looked pretty cool. High five. Okay, well, maybe not.
Wisely choosing to go for blast-proof material, False decorates the entire thing in stone brick of the regular and chiseled varieties, leaving only the floors for flavor accents. These she decides to cover with materials representing the corresponding biome in the overworld: sand for the desert, red sand for the mesa. Ironically, it's the locals that were ultimately left aghast. Which segues conveniently into Joe Hills, who also encounters aghast while he's searching the nether hub for the portal to Tango's base.
I think we just went past the...
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we do not have time for this. No.
The reason he's trying to find Tango's base is because he was there just moments before, burning in lava and crashing into the scenery. Because when you want to show your kid around the Hermitcraft server, here's this literal hellscape my friend built is the equivalent of Disneyland.
Don't go in the lava.
Why not?
Okay, I saw it. How do you just find a way to get in?
Okay, we went in the lava. Well, that was a bad idea, wasn't it?
Despite the trauma of having to search through canyons of molten death for his possibly despawned Elektra, at least we get to discover his daughter's thoughts on how technology works.
Where did you think emails came from?
Head?
You think people's brains create emails?
Yeah.
And there's a happy conclusion when some of Joe's more precious items are found literal millimeters away from a fire, yet somehow unburned. And so we turn at last to Bumbo, who's still working tirelessly on the slime farm he started last week.
Our hole's a little bit too small. We need to push all of this back.
After realizing he's counted the sides wrong and then realizing he's actually counted the sides right, he 3D prints himself a bunch of spawning platforms in a time lapse and hops into a creative world to figure out all the redstone.
As our bottom layer here, and that's because as far as I can tell, which is something that I had never realized before, as far as I can tell, slimes are actually attracted to iron golems, so
Redstone, which proves difficult to build with all these slimes jumping up and down for your attention. To distract them, he fills the walls with iron golems and announces he's actually going ahead and making a documentary with Grian.
And it's happening. It's actually happening this Friday. So I am actually going to be traveling over to see Grian. I'm going to be taking all my camera, well, not all of my camera equipment because I have ridiculous quantities of camera equipment, but a lot of the camera equipment. We're going to be taking a whole bunch of it, and we're going to shoot a totally serious cat mini documentary, but it's about cats.
He calls it a documentary, but will settle for basically the internet's highest quality cat video. After spamming iron golems everywhere, he almost runs out of iron for hoppers, but thankfully the server's first iron farm all the way back at spawn saves the day. With the farm complete, the final touches arrive in the form of torch spamming the surrounding area to improve spawn rates, a little light terraforming, and acquiring a ton of green concrete to build the other 3 slime statues, which inevitably means returning to the cactus farm he built a while ago and a reunion with old Bumbo, who apparently hasn't missed him.
Are you upset that I haven't been in here for so long? No! He's not! He's happy! Look, he's given us... Is it diorite? He gives us diorite, doesn't he? Yeah, I remember now because that upset his skull just a tiny bit.
This turns into an impromptu tour of some of the other landmarks he's built on the server, including his aquarium and TNT land, which would be a great way to wrap up Hermitcraft Season 5 if that update was coming out anytime soon.
Blimey, is the update Aquatic taking a long time?
Yup. And that's just about it for this week's recap. Our writer is LoyXP, and my name is PixelRiffs. With activity on the server clearly winding down, we thought this would be a good time to make a few bonus videos and take a good look back at Season 5. We're telling you this now because that will put pressure on us to actually make them, or, knowing our karma, for Mojang to release the update Aquatic halfway through us editing a B00 retrospective. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here, and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.